Please welcome my good friend, Derek Richard.
Sarasota, good to see you guys. How are you tonight? Yes? Good to have you out here. Nice to be back doing shows, not having to wear masks. I'll tell you, living in Vegas, I got mask shamed during the pandemic. I was at the grocery store, didn't have my mask on, right? Go inside, got my cart, throw in 3 bottles of whiskey, bag of Doritos, checkout line, lady behind me, mask, sir! Where's your mask? I'm like, why? She goes, if you have COVID, it protects me from getting COVID. I go, really? Take a look at my basket. I don't care about my health. Why would I give a shit about yours? We learned a lot during lockdown, didn't we? We learned how stupid people can be. For example, if you're in a car alone wearing a mask, don't vote. You make dumb decisions for yourself. Don't try to help shape policy for the rest of us. Last couple years has been crazy. This whole planet's a dumpster fire. We don't care about anything. Pollute the air, pollute the ocean. People are like, you ever think aliens will inhabit us? I'm like, no. Aliens fly by Earth and look at us like a sketchy rest area bathroom. Like, man, I gotta go, but I'll wait till we get to Mars. Nice to be here in Sarasota. Getting here sucks. Air travel's a nightmare now. A couple weeks ago, hard side suitcase, flew back to Las Vegas. My hard side suitcase destroyed. Right? Go to the baggage counter. I go, hey, you guys messed up my bag. Guy gives me attitude. He goes, what did it look like before the trip? Like Whitney Houston before Bobby Brown. The worst, though, when you're on the plane, someone next to you doesn't care about you. They just start watching videos on their phone, on their iPad, right? No headphones, no earbuds in, right? That's a nightmare. You know what you do? I'll tell you, it stops it every time. Porn. Crank it up. This lady right next to me, she goes, I'm sorry, my daughter's watching The Little Mermaid. I'm like, me too. Does her mermaid do this? My mermaid's better than your mermaid. Do you live in Vegas? I love it there. I still love the plane ride coming into Vegas. There's an energy on the plane when you go out there. Everybody's excited, see the strip, landing gear opens, everybody on board the plane, full of Red Bull and hope. Got your Ocean's 11 plan all laid out to knock off the Bellagio, swearing to God this trip your system's going to bring down the house. Then what happened, same as the last time you were there, 4 days later, back at the airport, broke, hungover with a cold sore you picked up from a Groupon hooker. Because you were cheap and tried to save money at the end of the week. Spend the money on the hooker, my friend. That's my advice to you. Groupon, great for the buffets, not so much for the ass. I'm sorry, I know I looked at you when I said that. I don't know why you struck me as a man that would want to cut corners on prostitution. Love it out there. I love gambling because I'm stupid. I bet on everything, all the sports. March Madness, I went crazy this year. Oh, yeah, I was sad only because my school didn't get into the tournament, Phoenix Online. They got taken out by DeVry in the GED Classic. Someone asked me one time, they go, you ever bet in the WNBA? I'm like, no. Nobody cares about the WNBA. They don't, sorry. Perfect example, Brittany Griner, WNBA superstar, currently in a Russian prison. If that were LeBron James, we would have sent SEAL Team 6, Jason Bourne, and 3 Girl Scouts for an extraction. Nobody gives a shit about the WNBA. Huge football fan, love betting on the NFL. I get annoyed that keep making the game safer for the players. That's getting out of hand, isn't it? I say they make all that money, deal with it. Let's go the other way and make the game more dangerous. Starting next season, no helmets and one guy gets a knife. So I'm a meat eater, but I support animal rights. Hang with me on this, which is why I think we should stop eating animals. Instead, my suggestion, start eating some of these shitty kids. Who's with me? Say what you want, a chicken never kept me awake on a red eye from Vegas to Miami. Yeah. Not one documented case of a cow dropping out of school to open a meth lab. Never once in my life, ever has a pig looked up at me and said, I don't have to listen to you, you're not my real dad. No, really? That's adorable. In the oven, Caitlin. I like you people. Out of the gate, about 5 on board with that joke. By the end, the rest of you are going, all right, I can eat a kid. This guy made his case. I don't have any kids. I don't have that parental gene. Therefore, I decide to not reproduce. I drove by a playground at recess one day. Ugh. Pulled over, gave myself a vasectomy. I actually talked to a doctor about getting a vasectomy. Guys, if you've had one, I hear it's a relatively easy procedure, in and out in about an hour. This cracked me up. Doctor's post-op advice. He goes, Derek, when you're done, all you have to do is you go home, lay down, grab yourself a bag of frozen peas. Set it on your junk and rest. Really, medical science, that's the best advice you have to offer me to reduce pain and swelling is for me to pack my penis in frozen produce? I'm not going to lie to you people, we're all friends. I'll be honest, fine. Through the years, okay, maybe I've had my dick in a number of questionable situations. To be completely honest, I have had sex with things you wouldn't put in chili. I wish I had a camera for the look on your face. Nice lady up front just going. In the meantime, the rest of you are literally thinking of things you would not put in chili. And cross-reference it with one of my bad decisions. I have friends with kids. They always complain about childhood obesity and the lack of exercise with children. But think about this for 1 second. School zone's only 15 miles per hour. Hello. Solve this problem ourselves. Crank it up to 60. Those little fat fucks will start running. I'm a problem solver. I want a vasectomy because I fear having a stupid kid. That's gotta suck. Now, when I say that, I'm not talking about a kid with a learning disability. I'm talking about a stupid kid like my little cousin. No, he's a kid where, like, if you stuck him in a room with a fork and a toaster, in 5 minutes he's dead. That kind of stupid. I know that's the kid I would have. I know my DNA. My chemical and alcohol dependency issues down the line, believe me. I have more fucked up genes than TJ Maxx. Thank you, bargain shoppers, for picking up on that one. Ever grab a pair of pants over there, hold them up, 36, 32, 25? Who buys this shit, a pirate? If you got a dumb kid, my heart goes out to you, because seriously, a dumb kid is kind of like a bad-performing stock that you can't sell for 18 years. Yeah, you got to tote that little dope around a long time. I don't care how you view it, it drags down your family portfolio. I think you should be able to take a kid back until they're 5. Think about it, ladies. You do everything right during the pregnancy. Eat well, drink a lot of water, take your vitamins, pop out a kid, hope for a genius. Ha! Then he's 3 under the sink eating cleanser. Are you shitting me? Honey, get the receipt. I got a buddy of mine. He's got 2 of them. 2 idiots. What are the odds? You ever call someone's house, they have to spell around the kids because they're little? Call my buddy, I go, what are you doing this weekend? He goes, oh, we're taking the kids to Disney. I'm like, your kids there in the room? He goes, yeah. I'm like, aren't they 9 and 10? Maybe take them to SCHOOL. So you can have a kid who's incredibly book smart but common sense-wise out to lunch. A buddy of mine has one of those. His son, 22, honor student in college, can't find his way out of the rain. The three of us go out one night, contact Uber for a ride home. His kid pulls it up on the app. He goes, all right, our driver is Nassim Atima Jasson. Must be one of them Muslims. My buddy goes, give me that. We're looking for a Nissan Altima. Driver's name is Jason. My buddy's daughter is 21 years old. She's been in 5 car accidents already. Hit 3 pedestrians, all dudes. By the way, this is Nissan Altima's little sister. Yeah, no Kentucky Derby winners coming out of that stable. 21 years old, 5 car accidents, hit 3 guys. I was at their house. She was complaining. She goes, I just can't find a good man. You find him, just keep fucking running him over. If you have kids, you know kids repeat things. When they repeat it, they don't necessarily get it right. For example, with my girlfriend babysitting her 11-year-old niece, and she's a great kid, sharp as a tack, but she's 11, right? She's got the attention span of a goldfish. So I'm joking around with her. I go, man, you are so ADD. You get that from your dad. Harmless comment. 2 days later, I get a call from her mom. She goes, what did you tell Gianna she has? I said, she's got ADD. She goes, oh, she was at church camp, told the counselor she's got STD. Gets it from her dad. Growing all you want. That's how this guy got out of babysitting. Don't leave me hanging, sir. Thank you so much. You guys are cool. You're out here laughing. Thank you. It sounds weird to say that. We're at a comedy show, right? But it's gotten so bad, literally, our society, our climate today, people come out to comedy shows looking for reasons to be offended. If you're one of those people, seriously, I mean this, stay home, kill yourself, no one likes you. That's not how this works, right? This is the last place that we can laugh at inappropriate shit. This is our safe house. When this is gone, we are fucked. Right? You can't come to a comedy show, get all pissed off, and ruin everybody else's good time because you got a stick up your ass. I find that offensive. Really, you find it offensive. I find it funny. That's why I'm happier than you. Way too many hypersensitive douchebags out there. It is, man. You can't say anything anymore. You can't. You see it all the time. The most innocuous comment gets twisted and making you look like the bad guy. I'm afraid to openly say in public that I hate dark chocolate. Somebody somewhere gonna go, that sounds racist. Cancel him. People tell you what you should do and who you should be. When did that become acceptable? Someone came up after a show one time and says, you should be more woke. I'm like, really? You should be put to sleep. Tell me to be more woke? That's like asking Metallica to add a banjo. Get the fuck away from me. We all need labels for our groups now, too, which is fine, right? First, we had the LGBT community, then LGBT, then LGBTQ. My buddy looks at me and goes, what's that? I'm like, the worst letters to have in Scrabble. Now people freak out over monkeypox. Really? Let me tell you, best way to avoid monkeypox, take your COVID mask and cover your ass. Those of you not laughing, go online and Google how to get monkeypox. And then delete your browser history. Because if something happens to you tonight, you don't need that being the last thing your family finds on your phone. We thought Grandpa had a stroke. I guess not. People losing their minds over the whole Roe versus Wade thing getting flipped. And I understand it, right? I can see both sides of the coin. I can see both sides completely because I was adopted. And so half of me says, all right, look, if you don't want the kid, give birth and then give it away. But then the other half remembers the hotel I was in last week and these three little shitheads in the room next door jumping on the bed, beating the wall, screaming, cranking the TV like barnyard animals. I'm like, yeah, we can kill them. That's cool. They shouldn't be here. They should go away. And ladies, if you're pissed off at the whole Roe versus Wade thing getting flipped, you want to protest? Protest. You want to demonstrate? Demonstrate. But I'm telling you right now, you need to get some better-looking spokespeople in front of the camera. I was watching the news, this Roe versus Wade rally was on TV. I'm like, look at the sea of unfuckable bridge trolls. Are you kidding me? Is this Game of Thrones? The bar scene from Star Wars? Are you kidding me? Does this ruling pertain to you? This one lady was 80 pounds, soaking wet, no front teeth, holding up a sign, says, "My body, my choice." I'm like, your body's made some choices? Crack, I'm guessing, is on that list. I will never understand the rage over politics. That got so weird. People now freak out over Biden. People freak out over Trump. I will say this about Biden. If he was working the drive-thru, you would 100% check your order for accuracy before you drove off. You would. Hang on just once. Hey, sweetheart, can you open that bag? Make sure that Shakes Magoo got everything in there. He fell off his bike on the way to work. Just see if we can... Sir, I am so sorry. We ordered 3 cheeseburgers and a Diet Coke. There's 2 French fries and a dead squirrel in here. And this 8-ball of cocaine. I think that belongs to your son working the register. This makes me laugh, man. There was a guy before the last election. He goes, "I swear to God, if Trump wins again, I am leaving this country, moving to Alaska." You should absolutely do that. Alaska's a way better country. It's colder. Get a jacket. People lost their mind over Trump. I don't care whatever you thought about Trump. As long as he was president, nobody messed with us. Think about it. He was the crazy rich neighbor with guns. Put it this way. Remember when you're growing up, that guy at the end of your block, every morning on his front porch, wearing nothing but one sock, waving a 9mm, yelling at pigeons. Was he out of his mind? Yes. Did his lawn get stepped on? Fuck no. And I'm a comedian. He made the presidency way more entertaining. Come on, rallies, State of the Union addresses. Do you watch that now? No. He came on TV. I'm like, make popcorn, get beer. This is going to be awesome. It's like watching a 5-year-old juggle chainsaws. Something's going to happen. We should record this. Relax. I can hear some ass cheeks slam shut around the room here. Take it easy. Citizens of Sarasota, calm down. Jokes, comedy show. I joke on politicians because I can't stand any of them. I really don't. I don't trust any of them. Either side. I just don't. I had a buddy of mine, he said he voted in the last election, but he didn't vote for Trump or Biden. He said he wrote somebody in for the presidency so he could still make his voice heard. You did that, huh? What a great waste of time. You wrote somebody in for the presidency. As we all know, in the voting game, one of two teams always ends up winning. It's like the Super Bowl. Go to any sports book. Look at your options the last game. You see Rams, Bengals. Walk up to the window, go, you know what? I hate both of these teams. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write someone in. Give me 1,000 on the Lions. I am making my voice heard. Don't kid yourself. That'll get a supervisor called over. Hey, boss, I think I got a special guy at window 3. It's the problem. He wants to put 1,000 on Detroit. They're not even in the game. Take his money. Well, I would, but I can't print up the ticket. Who gives a shit? Write it in magic marker. The guy obviously eats crayons. Who the hell does something that stupid? Stupid's everywhere. Embrace it. Laugh at it. Don't get mad. I lived here in Florida for 12 years. I love Florida. I do. But, yeah. But let's be honest. Some dumb shit happens here in Florida. If you're in the other room and the TV's on and you hear, and today in Florida, you will drop shit to come in and see what's happening. And as a Florida resident, you go, what the fuck did we do now? My 3 favorite stories ever. A guy got arrested for drunk driving, but claimed that he wasn't drinking and driving because he only drank at stoplights. Proving not all heroes wear capes. Give you a second to digest this sentence. Homeless guy with no arms got arrested for stabbing a tourist with scissors using his feet. The look on your faces is the exact same look that I had on mine when I read such a story. And I love how you guys are all looking at me going, yeah, that fucking happens here all the time. If white trash is involved in the story, bonus. My favorite white trash story ever, a guy in Lakeland got arrested in a Holiday Inn swimming pool with his penis caught in the suction intake filter. I'm not sure all you people heard me. This guy fucked a pool. I do dumb shit all the time. Never once, to my credit, have I come back to a hotel stinking drunk at 3 a.m, walk by the courtyard, look at the pool, and go, that thing's mine. You hear stuff like that, you start thinking, you want to fix this country, make a difference? Forget global warming, fix global stupid. Start right now, pay attention, spay and neuter your white trash. If you ain't laughing, you're offended. In which case, it made it that much easier for the rest of us to find you. Have fun with stupid, man. The most fun I ever had with stupid, I'm going to share the story with you. It's messed up. You guys seem cool. Let's see how this goes. Are we all cool? We're all on the same page? Good. All right, good. Most fun I ever had with stupid. 17 years old, I was working in the kitchen at a place called Pandora Steakhouse. Some of you are familiar with this culinary delight. Those of you that are not, picture Golden Corral with shittier food. 17 in the kitchen cooking. My buddy Sean and I are hanging out, high school gig. And our general manager hired arguably the dumbest human being on the planet to be our new hostess. I'm telling you right now, she was sharp as a sack of wet mice. Hires his 15-year-old niece. She's at the hostess stand 3 days. We decide to go out there and mess with her. Friday, 5 o'clock, right before dinner rush, we go, hey, listen, new company policy here at the Ponderosa. Look, I don't know if you know this, but on the weekends, what you have to do is you have to seat all the white people on one side of the restaurant. And all the black people on that. I told you it was fucked up! You said we're all on the same page. Don't turn your backs on me now, you sons of bitches. Here's the best part. She looks at us completely serious. She goes, really? I'm supposed to do that? I'm like, yeah. Company policy. Not my rule. Gotta do it. We go in the back, laugh, forget about it. Now it's 7:30. Dinner rush, full swing. Front of house manager comes in the back, grabs the GM and says, you gotta see this. He walks out front. 5 seconds later, U-turn back in the kitchen, kicks open the door. Derek Shaw out here now! We walk out there, it looks like 1962, Montgomery, Alabama. This idiot actually sat all the white people on one side, all the black people. We couldn't breathe, we were laughing so hard. General manager in our face screaming, and I swear to God, he'd have fired us on the spot if his niece didn't interrupt and go, where do I put the Chinese? You can't make that up. Stupid, dumb, juvenile, harmless joke. Nobody got hurt. Make yourself laugh every day, man. Seriously. Right? No, I mean, you don't know when it can be over, right? You can get hit by a bus tomorrow. I am lucky to be alive. 22 years in remission from cancer. God's honest truth. So it's... Thank you. Thanks. Cured cancer. Got the clap. Thanks. This lady comes up after a show one time. She goes, you should talk more about your cancer experience. Audiences like hearing stories about those that overcome diversity. You mean adversity? She goes, adversity, diversity, same thing. No, it's not. Do you used to work at Ponderosa? When I had cancer, I had to go through chemotherapy. One of the first things they will tell you is that if you have chemo, you may lose your hair. I'm like, fine. If that happens, I'm just going to go to my haircut lady, get it all shaved off, call it a day. Sure enough, treatment 2, hair starts falling out. I'm like, all right, let's do this. Go to my haircut lady. I'm sitting there in the chair, head in the sink. She's washing my hair. We're talking. All of a sudden, she goes, this is weird. And I'm like, what? And she goes, nothing. Then it dawns on me, my hair's falling out. And I forgot to tell her why it was there. And I'm kind of a dick. So I'm like, let's just let the joke play out. So she keeps washing my hair. She's looking down. She has this concerned look on her face. I'm looking up at her. We're talking. She goes, I don't get this. And I'm like, what's going on? She goes, She keeps washing. Finally, she steps back and she goes, oh, this is bad. I go, what? She goes, I think I used the wrong conditioner. I get up, I look at the sink, I go, what is wrong with you? I'm in my friend's wedding on Saturday. She goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Then I went, nah, just messing with you. Cancer, chemotherapy, hair's falling out. Ha ha ha. I have never seen someone's range of emotion go from horrified to fucking pissed so fast. I've never been hit so hard with everything in arm's reach at a hair salon in my life. If you are healthy, I will say this: pay it forward. Donate plasma. Yeah, you can. You can make money. Be aware, they will ask some very invasive questions. One of the questions they ask is, in the last 12 months, have you ever been treated for syphilis or gonorrhea? I'm like, treated? Nah. I'm gonna ride this one out. I heard that if you eat cranberries and toothpaste, it just goes away. Thank you, Dr. Oz. My doctor did call me. He goes, you are due for a colonoscopy. I'm like, ugh. He goes, get this. You can do a virtual colonoscopy. Excuse me? I'm like, the hell's that? He goes, Google it. I'm like, nope. I already got monkeypox in my browser history. Let's not pile it on. Show up for the actual appointment. Doctor says, Derek, we can put you under, or I'm like, or you can fucking stop right there. There's another option on the board. Who stays awake for this? He goes, some people like to watch a procedure on the video screen. I'm like, some people need Netflix. When I started thinking, since when did I get so picky about my television? I see all the crap I have seen on TV through the years. How much worse can a camera in my ass be? Then another episode of The View. I've got to watch myself, though. I do drink too much. I am Irish Catholic. Yeah. Started early when I was a baby. When I was a baby and I was teething, my mom would take brandy, put it in a glass, stick her fingers in there, and massage my gums. That's wrong. Same woman that did this had the nerve to yell at me for coming home late in high school. She's like, "You been drinking, young man?" I'm like, no, teething. And it looks like another molar's going to push through next Friday. You started this. I'm old school Irish. I like whiskey-flavored whiskey. When did this flavored crap start showing up, right? Apple whiskey, maple, honey, peanut butter. My favorite, cinnamon whiskey. Ooh. Cinnamon whiskey, yay. Because I'm sure right before the big 1916 Easter uprising, when Ireland fought for their freedom against England, they all got together at a pub and said, tomorrow we die for Ireland. But tonight, shots of fireball for all my warriors. Seamus, Kevin, Patrick, let's do this. Flavored whiskey. We are so lame as a society today, aren't we? I had no idea how lame we actually were until I was watching Smokey and the Bandit the other night. Remember that movie? Classic? Burt Reynolds in a Trans Am going 90 miles an hour, leading a truckload of beer from Texarkana to Atlanta. Awesome. I can't make that movie now. What would you have? Nick Jonas in a man bun and skinny jeans? Taking a Prius full of cold-pressed organic carrot juice? From one side of Seattle to the other at a fuel-efficient speed of 54 miles an hour? Sucking on a vape pen, stopping halfway at an anti-plastic straw rally to save the sea turtles? Go fuck yourself. Nice coming back to Florida. I got to ask you guys this, since you guys live here. I was unaware. I lived here for 12 years, and I was never made aware of this situation. In Florida, when it gets cold enough, if you're in South Florida, iguanas will fall from the trees. Who in here knew that? Where were you sons of bitches when I needed you? That's not something that needs to surprise anybody. When the plane lands, they should tell you. I can get a silver alert on my phone when Grandpa goes missing at Walgreens for 3 hours. You can't tell me when baby dinosaurs fall from the trees? I was in Miami back in February, standing under a palm tree, unseasonably cool, having a cup of coffee, minding my own business. Out of nowhere, from the tree above me, iguana hits me in the head. I did not know that as a 56-year-old man, I could squeal like a 7-year-old girl. And shit my pants. Not my best effort. Just walking through town here, and there's a guy in front of me. He's walking. He's got one blue sock and one white sock. I'm like, oh, divorced. And his ex literally got half of everything. Divorced people, where you at? I'm in your club. Divorced people, where we at? Who's been through one? Divorced people? Some of you guys, yeah. I love saying that I'm divorced and then seeing the looks on the ladies' faces going, wow, who let a gem like you slip away? Ha I know what this is, ladies, all right? I know what I bring to the table. I'm no prize. I'm kind of like the above-ground pool of boyfriends. At first, you're entertained, then disappointed. Then, you just want me out of your backyard. Like, why did he kill all the grass? Now, if you're in a great relationship, that's fantastic. Doesn't matter what you're into, right? If you're gay, if you're straight, you're trans, if you're having fun, the other person's having fun, knock yourself out. It's the truth. I think guys seem to have more of an issue with the trans population than other people. I think it's only because guys had an unexpected trans experience that they want to forget about. Guys, you might have been at a bar, saw an attractive lady, asked her out, date goes well, you get back to her place, unwrap the package, and there is still a package. Now you have some decisions to make. You're like, all right, I'm already into this date for $50 at Red Lobster. Let's just knock this out and keep it quiet. If you're in a good relationship, that's fantastic. It's about finding someone that you love, but let's be honest, it's way more important to find somebody that doesn't do all the things that bug the shit out of you. Right? Because, I don't care if you're a great cook, phenomenal lover, and adore my parents. If you ever suggest Applebee's, clap when the plane lands, or say supposedly, I'll set you on fire. You got to find someone you're sexually compatible with. That takes time. It's the truth. You got to find your equal sexual freak. I got a buddy of mine, he's into threesomes. I'm like, that seems like a lot of work. Never had a threesome. Closest I ever came was when my priest brought his ventriloquist dummy. I was an altar boy. I was 11. Calm down. I'm like, can you at least turn the dummy's head? This is weird enough. Take your hand out of his ass. And mine. I love how groans turned into laughter once that. It's like, that's good. Yeah, I look. Common interests are huge. My ex-wife, I'll tell you right now, she loved to go camping. Isn't that charming? Camping. Can't begin to tell you people how much I hate camping. My idea of roughing it, no bar in the hotel lobby. She asked me one day, want to go camping? I'm like, no. I said, I'll tell you this, if I ever suggest that we go camping, you and me in the woods, remote location, middle of nowhere, I'm planning to kill you. That goes for deep sea fishing, hiking, and rock climbing. If I mention any of that, you should pack a suitcase and go to your mother's. Unless I already asked her to go camping first. If you're in a relationship, it's tough, man. People say weird things in relationships, right? I was with my girlfriend, we were at the mall, and this lady's walking at us, and she has these monster fake breasts, right? Super, super low-cut top. My girl looks at me, she goes, she is just wearing that to show those off. I'm like, yep. If you had a 15-inch penis, you'd show it off, wouldn't you, sir? You would tape it to your leg. On the outside of your pants. Who's gonna call you out? See, sir, you have to put that, holy shit, that's impressive. Wow, if you're ready to go, I can take you here at lane 5. You're scaring kids and knocking over candy. It's tough to meet people, right? They say don't meet people at bars. Those are meat markets. We still use that phrase, meat market. Take a second, look around the room. We're all pieces of meat. We are. Various cuts at various stages. In our 20s and 30s, we're all that lean, juicy piece of steak everybody wants to take a bite out of. Then you get older, closer to the expiration date, a little more of a pot roast feel. Gray on the end, more fat marbled through. Big orange sticker, price reduced. Looking up at anybody that walks by the cooler. Somebody fucking eat me! You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so very much. I'm Derek Richards. We'll see you. Thank you. Good night.
Derek Richards.